Google Search, or simply Google, is a web search engine developed by Google LLC. It is the most used search engine on the World Wide Web across all platforms, with 92.16% market share as of December 2020, handling more than 5.4 billion searches each day. The order of search results returned by Google is based, in part, on a priority rank system called PageRank. Google Search also provides many different options for customized searches, using symbols to include, exclude, specify or require certain search behavior, and offers specialized interactive experiences, such as flight status and package tracking, weather forecasts, currency, unit, and time conversions, word definitions, and more. The main purpose of Google Search is to search for text in publicly accessible documents offered by web servers, as opposed to other data, such as images or data contained in databases. It was originally developed in 1997 by Larry Page, Sergey Brin, and Scott Hassan. In June 2011, Google introduced Google Voice Search to search for spoken, rather than typed, words. In May 2012, Google introduced a knowledge graph semantic search feature in the US. Analysis of the frequency of search terms may indicate economic, social and health trends. Data about the frequency of use of search terms on Google can be openly inquired via Google Trends, and have been shown to correlate with flu outbreaks and unemployment levels, and provide the information faster than traditional reporting methods and surveys. As of mid-2016, Google's search engine has begun to rely on deep neural networks. Competitors of Google include Baidu and Soso.com in China, Naver.com and Dom.net in South Korea, Yandex in Russia, Seznam.cz in the Czech Republic, Quant in France, Yahoo in Japan, Taiwan and the US, as well as Bing and DuckDuckGo. Some smaller search engines offer facilities not available with Google, e.g. not storing any private or tracking information. Within the US, as of July 2018, Bing handled 24.2% of all search queries. During the same period, Oath had a search market share of 11.5%. Market leader Google generated 63.2% of all core search queries in the US. Google indexes hundreds of terabytes of information from web pages. For websites that are currently down or otherwise not available, Google provides links to cached versions of the site, formed by the search engine's latest indexing of that page. Additionally, Google indexes some file types, being able to show users PDFs, Word documents, Excel spreadsheets, PowerPoint presentations, certain Flash multimedia content, and plain text files. Users can also activate Safe Search, a filtering technology aimed at preventing explicit and pornographic content from appearing in search results. Despite Google Search's immense index, sources generally assume that Google is only indexing less than 5% of the total internet, with the rest belonging to the deep web, inaccessible through its search tools. In 2012, Google changed its search indexing tools to demote sites that had been accused of piracy. In October 2016, Gary Illyes, a webmaster trends analyst with Google, announced that the search engine would be making a separate, primary web index dedicated for mobile devices, with a secondary, less up-to-date index for desktop use. The change was a response to the continued growth in mobile usage, and a push for web developers to adopt a mobile-friendly version of their websites. In December 2017, Google began rolling out the change, having already done so for multiple websites. In August 2009, Google invited web developers to test a new search architecture, codenamed Caffeine, and give their feedback. The new architecture provided no visual differences in the user interface, but added significant speed improvements and a new, under-the-hood, indexing infrastructure. The move was interpreted in some quarters as a response to Microsoft's recent release of an upgraded version of its own search service, renamed Bing, as well as the launch of Wolfram Alpha, a new search engine based on computational knowledge. Google announced completion of Caffeine on June 8, 2010, claiming 50% fresher results due to continuous updating of its index. With Caffeine, Google moved its back-end indexing system away from MapReduce and onto Bigtable, the company's distributed database platform. In August 2018, Danny Sullivan from Google announced a broad core algorithm update. As per current analysis done by the industry leaders Search Engine Watch and Search Engine Land, the update was to drop down the medical and health-related websites that were not user-friendly and were not providing good user experience. This is why the industry experts named it Medic. Google reserves very high standards for YMYL pages. This is because misinformation can affect users financially, physically, or emotionally. Therefore, the update targeted particularly those YMYL pages that have low-quality content and misinfo.